still got your things here. They stare at me like souvenirs.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are on segment 3, I believe, of my Learn Liz section of YouTube, where you get to ask me questions and know all about me. So this week's segment is motherhood. I've been super tired. I've been working on that space in my room for my YouTube content. It's coming along. It's coming along. I don't have a chair, so I was gonna actually record today in there and just sit on like whatever chair I found, but I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the vibe, so we're gonna have to put up with the traffic sounds in the background for another segment of this. So, you know, whatever, bear with me. We are, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Liz. I have a daughter, so if you hear a kid in the back, that's my kid and the dogs. So I had a couple of my mom friends ask me some questions. It's just a topic that a lot of them wanted me to talk about. First question. I feel like y'all can't even see me in this video. What is your favorite thing about motherhood? It's hard to pick one. I feel like there's so many good moments. It's like that is, I don't know what animal that is. I think that's a unicorn. My favorite part about motherhood is probably just like you're dancing. So hard to put into words what my favorite thing is. I just love having someone that's mine and that loves me, like genuinely loves me. It's not for the things that I do. It's not for what I can buy her. It's just for like the time that we share together, for who I am to her. Like, she just genuinely really loves me, you know? And I think that's my favorite part of motherhood. Like, once you become a mom, I feel like you really know all that cliche shit that people say, like, you don't know real love until you have a kid. Like, that is true. I feel like the love that she gives me, all that other shit that I had in the past with any relationship, even with like her dad, like, it's so different than that. It's so much deeper than any relationship, any love that I've ever felt for anyone. It's, when y'all have a kid, y'all gonna understand. And the people that have kids, y'all get it. Y'all get it. Because, you know, I'm not gonna cry. Everything about motherhood is just everything that comes with being a mom. It is stressful. It is the most rewarding thing ever when they start talking and they tell you that they love you and they give you hugs and they give you kisses randomly. Like, that is just like, that's it for me right there. Ooh. Oh. It's right here. Look. Puppy. Yes. I am so sorry, guys, for the sound. Yay! The soundtrack in the back, but it's my daughter's soundtrack. So if you don't like it, click away. Next question. What is your least favorite thing about motherhood? Probably how fast it goes. That's another thing that I thought was just like a cliche saying that people love, like, oh, it goes in the blink of an eye. It really fucking do. It goes by really, really fast. I feel like my days are like mixing into weeks and months and years, and she's gonna be 2 this year, you know? I mean, it's not till the end of the year, but still, like, she just is so different than how she used to be. Like, they just really grow really fast. They learn things really fast. And I just feel like you don't realize how fast time goes until you have like a baby. I feel like that first year, I feel like I was robbed of time. I feel like she was born and then we were like, happy birthday to you. Sir, you're not supposed to be on this rug. But yeah, I just feel like it goes by way too quick. So you really gotta enjoy every moment. Screaming, the crying, the blowouts. You just have to enjoy it. There's like hard days where I'm just like, damn bro, like she will not stop crying today. Like she's just like having a bad day today and it's just like too much. But for the most part, it's really fun. I really enjoy it. I feel like you either got it or you don't. You're either gonna love being a fucking parent or you're not. And like hopefully you love it because you can't return them. They're yours. I'll be right back. Her grandma's calling. What do you think about breastfeeding and smoking? I don't think it's a good idea. You know what I mean? I think that you can wait. I don't think it really affects the baby, but it's just like the thought of it. Like I could never, I would feel so guilty. Like I would feel so weird. I would feel like my baby's high. So I wouldn't do it. I think that you shouldn't do it either. I think that your best bet is to wait. I think that's what you should do. My camera died. So we're back here in my room and this is the best it's gonna get. I'm here with my assistant.
Hi.
Yeah, this is her. This is she. This is her. Yeah. The question that I left off on, I believe, was about the daycare situation. So yeah, daycare, I feel like the people that have to go back to work, what can you do? There's not much you can do. You have to go back to work. But yeah, I'm not putting my baby in daycare. The only daycare that I have put her in is like church daycare. It was like a miscommunication type of situation where they actually like changed her diaper, which like obviously I want them to change her diaper if I can't change her diaper, but I just felt like they could have told me and I would have came and changed her diaper. So that's weird. That's suspicious. But yeah, like I just don't feel comfortable with daycare at this point in my life. If you want to take your kid to daycare, that's awesome. That's great. You got to do what you got to do. So, but in regards to my own child, we will not be doing daycare. She'll go to school when she go to school. The next question is, was your baby born natural or C-section? I had a natural birth and it hurt like hell. I don't remember how many hours I was actually in labor. I think it was 19. I don't remember. I have to like look at my stuff. I think it was 19 hours from the moment that they did the Pitocin to like jumpstart my labor. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. I do know, like, I have friends who have had C-section births and they say it's like worse. My mom has had both, so she told me that vaginal was definitely worse for her. I can only speak from my experience, so to me it was terrible, but I do know that C-sections seem pretty scary. So yeah, I can't speak on C-section, but I don't know which one's worse. I feel like having kids regardless is pretty traumatizing. So 0 out of 10. I think it's 2023. They need to come up with a different way to get them out. Next question. Did you get an epidural? I sure the fuck did. Like I said, I am not one of God's strongest soldiers. I tried to wait as long as I could because my cousin was like, oh, you know, like, you don't want to get it too early. they were fixing something back there, so I went inside. My camera died. Daughter's dad's mom was calling me. Like, then my baby fell asleep, so it's like now I'm back outside. Dang. I knew from the second I got pregnant that I was gonna get an epidural. I never was one of those, oh my god, I'm gonna do like a natural birth type of girlies. No shame to them. That's freaking awesome. Like, that's a strong woman right there, because I can't even imagine. I got an epidural. I believe I was 7 centimeters. Everything was great. I didn't feel a lot of my contractions towards the end. And then my epidural gave out. So I pretty much felt all of it. The ring of fire, like just everything. I got to kind of like chill a little bit and prepare mentally for the pushing. But you know, I wish I would have not felt the birthing. That would have been awesome. That would have been fabulous if I wouldn't have felt that. That would have been great. Was your baby on time or late? I think they're referring to her due date. So the first appointments I went to with my baby daddy, that was like the first question he asked, like, when is the baby gonna be here? And with, you know, those kind of things are kind of like a little estimate. So they had estimated that my due date was gonna be on or around October 29th. He was excited because his birthday is October 30th. But I know that like first time moms, sometimes they don't go all the way to their due date. Like, they'll be early, or sometimes you'll be late. Like, you'll, you know, pass your due date. So I was never expecting her to be born on that date. Like, you know, the appointments that I would go to, they would always be like, oh, well, you know, only this amount of kids are actually born on their due date. You know, that's kind of like an estimate. We never really know when, you know, the baby was conceived. And I'm just like, okay, like, so I really wanted her to be born on October 13th, just because like 13 is my favorite number, and that's like my birthday number. So I was like, well, you know, it'll be so cool that, you know, she'll be born in October, which is her dad's month, but she could be born on the 13th, which is her mom's number. So I just like always wanted that. Well, October 13th came around and there was like no signs of birth. Like, I was like, damn. I was like walking every day. I was just like really trying to get her the fuck out. I was so uncomfortable. I was like, my body was not used to that weight. I went to my like last appointment before a due date came around, and they checked me and I was 1 fucking centimeter. I went again like the week before my due date, still 1 centimeter. So I'm just like, damn, bro, like, she is not coming anytime soon. So I started walking, doing a bunch of like little exercises, and I was still 1 centimeter. So I was pretty much like defeated. So my doctor was like, oh, like, you know, we're gonna start setting up for your induction date. And I think my induction date was November 4th, which I thought it was gonna work out, because I was like, well, you know, November 4th is my baby dad's birthday. So I was like, you know, it'll be cute. Like, either way, whatever day she's born, it'll be cute. So October 29th comes around, which was my due date, and felt weird that day. Something was like, I just felt very like tense in my stomach, and I felt like tugging, and I would feel like these little like tugs, like something was like tugging at me, and I was just so scared that it was her umbilical cord. I was so scared that her umbilical cord was choking her to fucking death, and I was so paranoid. So I ended up calling the hospital. I told them what I was feeling, and they were like, you know what, just come in, because you're so far into your pregnancy that we just like, we'll come in and we'll do like an ultrasound and all that. So I go in, they do an ultrasound, and they come back and they tell me that they need to hurry up and induce me because my baby had like no fluid left. Like she had fluid, but it was like a little tiny bit of fluid left. So thank God that I felt like those tugs and pulls and all that stuff, and that I trusted my body and my intuition, and I was like, something is not right. They actually just set me up that same day. Thank God I already had like all of my shit packed. They induced me. They started my Pitocin and everything. I was like, I am not ready. Then I was scared. I was like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have came. So that was the 29th, but it was already like, I think it was like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So you know, I knew that those things took time. Like I knew that the second they broke my water, I wasn't gonna like have the baby right there. So I thought she was gonna be born maybe like Halloween, but she ended up being born on her dad's birthday, October 30th at 10:21 p.m. So she almost didn't make it. She almost didn't make it on her dad's birthday. She was almost a Halloween baby. But yeah, you know, I thought that, you know, things just happened the way that they happened. And, you know, being that her dad passed away, I just thought it was really special. I love her birthday. So next question. Did you have an easy labor? I feel like if I compare myself to other women that I've known, their labor stories, mine was pretty easy. There was not a lot of complications, so I am thankful for that. And I'm thankful for my nurses. I hear a lot of like horror stories of like how bad their staff was and all that shit. So I'm really happy that I gave birth at the hospital that I gave birth at, and I'm happy with my nurses. I'm happy with the process. I wouldn't say it was easy. It was definitely scary. There was a few complications, but compared to other people, I think that it was pretty quick. I think it was like 19 hours if I'm not mistaken, which seems like a lot, but I've heard like 33 hours, 38 hours, and I'm just like, damn. So I definitely wouldn't say easy, but I wouldn't say it was like terrible. Last question is, what is your advice for people who don't have kids yet or that want to have kids? I would say just try picking a parent for that child that you know is going to be a parent. Like, don't pick people, don't have kids with people for like how much you love them, how much y'all have been through, how great of a boyfriend he is to you or a husband he is to you. Pick that person because you know that no matter what the fuck happens between you guys, that person is going to be a great dad or a great mom. It's probably the best advice that I would give on like the foundation, the relationship, the family. As far as like for yourself, just make sure that this is something you know you want to do on your sick days, on your sad days, on your happy days, on your hard days, on your easy days. Make sure that this is something that you're like really gonna like go all into, because you don't get any off days, you don't get no breaks, you don't get like a pass. It's not these kids' fault that they got brought into this world. So I just feel like my best advice is make sure that mentally and emotionally you are ready to take care of an innocent life. It's really unfair to drag kids into like a traumatic life. Yeah, just make sure that in that aspect you're ready for that. They need a lot of love, they need a lot of support, they need a lot of patience, a lot of understanding. My best advice for that situation. I just really hope you guys can relate to some of the stuff that I'm talking about on this channel. Guys, reach out and let me know what you guys would want to see. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Tune in next week for another segment of Learn Liz. Bye.
Don't wanna let you out my head.